Hey, quick update on today's progress, of which there has been some, although not too many, not too much in the way of progressing conversations, but it's been a day pretty much focused exclusively on speaking stuff. So that's been good. I had another meeting with Andy this morning, first thing, and that was all about another meeting that he has booked in for next week that I'm actually going to go with him, and we're going to double team it and present together, basically pitching to run a series of workshops together, which is we still haven't actually got one of these across the line yet. He went to one I think a couple of days ago, which was promising, but not quite there yet. Might be something for September, but we are looking to get something down in detailed and delivered in the next month or so. So that could be the one on next week. Maybe it'll be a different one. Who knows? Anyway, that was the first thing. Then networking event at the Tame Business Buzz, which is it's only a local networking event, but it's really good. It really does have a buzz to it. And I've been to a couple, none the last 2 months I haven't been to, but I've been to a couple October, November, December, and they've been really good. So and I'm actually speaking at the Big Buzz, which is the three or four of the local Oxfordshire networking events are getting together in Oxford on the 22nd. So I'm the keynote speaker, and actually was introduced today to the group as such. So that was good. All about sort of establishing myself. This is who I am and what I'm doing, and I'm starting to find that more and more and more. This is how I'm introducing myself at that sort of event. I suppose with networking, it's business to business, so it does make sense to really lead with that rather than any of the other things that I do. And then this afternoon, I had a conversation with one of the chaps who's going to be at this DJ conference, and he is. I mean, the conference itself is only 100 or so people going to be there. This is up in Solihull at on the 25th. So I'm going up on the 24th, the Sunday, staying over the night, and then presenting on the Monday. And I'm talking about managing your energy levels. And I spoke to a guy who I was introduced by a friend of mine who's also speaking at the conference. I think I mentioned about this yesterday, so I won't go back over that. And this guy has lost something like 4 stone in the last 7 or 8 months since he started making some small changes to his lifestyle, to his diet, to his activity habits, and he's completely transformed himself. And it was a great conversation. He's actually written an article for their what's called the Pro Mobile magazine as well, which is coming out next week, I think. Perfect timing in advance of the conference and my talk. And apparently quite a few people are looking forward to the session that I'm going to be delivering. So that was really good to hear. And I'm actually going to try and bring him into the presentation as well, because this story is so remarkable. I think there's a couple of other guys, well, there are a couple more that I've been introduced to who have similar stories. So it's going to be really good to be able to bring them into it as well. So I've got sort of real life in the room case studies to refer to rather than it just being theoretical stuff. And I do also have the opportunity to sell some programs. So I'm actually going to create a program, just a short program, 21 to 28 days, specifically for DJs and the challenges that they face and kind of getting them started on that journey. So I've been given permission to do that, and I won't be selling from the room, selling from the stage as such, but I will be there at the back of the room after the event or after during the lunch break to offer and speak to people if they want to get involved. So that's something I haven't done quite like that before, but we'll have to see how that goes. And then I've also spoken today to Martha, lovely lady who is the founder of the European Women in Payments Network, who was good enough to give me a spot speaking at their conference in Amsterdam in June. So today I just had a brief catch up with her because I wanted to find out what she wanted me to focus on. And it's pretty standard stuff, really. It's high performance and well-being. It's how well-being can impact your performance at work, performance at home with relationships and the community, but also inside your own head, the thoughts, the feelings, the self-talk, the positivity, optimism, resilience, all those things. So that's good. It's just my usual stuff, but this is to a group of, the conference is going to be attended by high performers, but mainly women, not all women, but mainly women. who have fairly senior roles in the payments industry. And it's also on the day where I'll be presenting, it's going to be opened up to delegates of the bigger Money 2020 conference as well. So that's quite an exciting opportunity there. And I wanted to speak to her today because tomorrow is International Women's Day, and I wanted to be able to post about this conference and some of the work that they're doing to promote diversity and inclusion and the role of the value of women in terms of not just we should all be given equal opportunities, but actually having women in those higher power positions within certainly within this sector, the payments industry, the fintech world, actually adds an enormous amount rather than just their kind of their value as individuals, but actually having different ways of approaching problems. So I'm kind of excited about finding out more about that sector. I've been involved in it a lot more over the last few months, but really when I look back and I think about all the people who I have worked with over the years, probably certainly with coaching, the majority have been women. And it's going to be interesting for me to put something together that and to not get too caught up in that this is about women specifically. I have to be addressing women, and to know that actually a lot of what I do and the way I talk and approach these subjects of performance, personal performance, inner performance, it seems to resonate quite well anyway. So I don't feel like I need to do anything particularly differently just because they're women. And certainly the feeling is that it's quite an intimate, relaxed kind of feel to the conference anyway. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that one actually. I'm looking forward to getting over to Amsterdam. I have been there before when I was a kid, but haven't been over there since. And now having the opportunity to present at again another conference. So yeah, some progress today in terms of movement and focusing on the speaking work, and a couple of other bits and bobs happening today as well. But they were the main highlights. Anyway, that's my check-in for the day. Give it a good old YouTube thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. And I'll be back again tomorrow with another update on my progress towards properly establishing myself as a motivational wellbeing speaker. Bye for now.